People are incapable of not caring.
The Whale is based on a play by Samuel D. Hunter of the same name, and Aronofsky's version successfully captures the closeness of a stage performance. The entire movie is set in Charlie's apartment as his buddy Liz begins to take care of him. Charlie has been able to cut himself off from the outside world. He uses Zoom to connect with his students but never displays his face. Ellie, Charlie's daughter, seems uninterested in him, so Charlie decides to get in touch with her. If she spends time with him and writes heartfelt personal essays, Charlie will assist her in writing her English papers. Charlie's world starts to fall apart toward the film's conclusion. After making a series of provocative remarks to his students, he's sacked from his employment. When Mary, his ex-wife, finds out about his relationship with Ellie, she confronts him and accuses him for their failed marriage. Charlie goes on an eating frenzy and eats pizza until he throws up after learning that he has congestive heart failure. It's an emotionally taxing experience, especially near the end of the narrative. Charlie comes out as openly gay right away, and he once dated Alan, one of his former students. Charlie started overeating when Alan passed away, which prompted Alan's sister Liz to come and take care of him. As part of their agreement, Mary prevents Charlie from speaking to Ellie. When she learns he has asked her to visit him, she becomes furious. Charlie expresses regret for his shortcomings as a father but does not express regret for his sexual orientation. Charlie confronts the missionary youngster Thomas, whose faith teaches homophobic messages, in one of the movie's most stirring scenes. Ellie has been using a private Facebook page to harass individuals online, as Mary informs Charlie. Ellie is the genuine monster in their family, according to Mary, who believes that she has created a nasty child despite Charlie's negative effects on the family. Ellie sends pictures of Thomas, a former addict, to his church and family in addition to uploading pictures of her father. Thomas informs Charlie that he has fresh trust in humanity since his parents have reached out to him to forgive him and welcome him home, despite the apparent cruelty of the action. Also discovering a photo of Charlie and Alan, Thomas comes to the conclusion that Charlie only put on weight to cope with the suicide of his spouse. Even though her father has been rewriting her essays so she can graduate, Ellie lashes out at Charlie when she finds that he sent in an essay that she authored when she was younger. Because he gets frustrated by his pupils' impersonal reactions to his questions and prompts, Charlie feels that the essay is honest in a way that he respects. The essay has been saved by him for years, and he uses it as solace. Ellie immediately starts to believe him when he compliments her beauty and abilities. Ellie is in denial of her own abilities and anxieties even though she spends the majority of the story making fun of other people. Throughout the entire movie, Charlie orders pizza online and asks Dan Sathyasaran, the delivery boy, to put it outside his door. Dan tries to strike up a discussion with Charlie because he frequents his apartment, but Charlie won't come out and show his face. When Charlie arrives to pick up the pizza and Dan finally gets a chance to meet him, he chooses to wait on the porch. The first thing he does is turn to glare disgusted at Charlie. In the end, Charlie wants to be entirely honest with everyone. He reprimands Thomas for calling him disgusting and refuses to apologize to him for being gay. He understands that Ellie is actually just looking for acceptance, despite her outward appearance of cynicism. He even approaches his students face-to-face and praises a few of their recent message board comments that, in his opinion, were more sincere than their earlier efforts. Even though Charlie is near death, he won't go to the hospital. He tries to stand as he grows close to Ellie. Charlie dies and enters a fictional version of heaven due to the strain of relocation and his overall mental state. It's not the first time that director Darren Aronofsky has dealt with religious themes in his works. Faith, spirituality, the afterlife, and the tales of the mother from the Bible are all topics that are clearly addressed in both Noah and the Fountain. Charlie is able to feel proud and unafraid as he reaches his end. Although the film and the stage show are fairly similar, Hunter made significant adjustments to the script for the feature. The story includes details that couldn't be fully conveyed on stage, such as the Zoom calls and private photos. Although the play was published in 2012, the movie is set during the 2016 US presidential election because news footage is present. The stories all come to the same conclusion. But the movie has a somewhat more upbeat tone because Charlie believes he has accomplished more.